shoot this quick video today just to get something off my chest. I've got a little bullet list down below me, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm just looking at the bullet points that I've put down. But unless you have been living under a rock somewhere, you must have heard about all the PayPal closures that have been happening in the internet marketing business space over the last few months, and especially after the last few weeks. But is it really as apocalyptic as it sounds? I'm not quite sure whether it is, and it's because when people have a problem, you get people who shout loud and people who shout very loud, and it sometimes blows the whole thing out of all proportion. And I bet that there's a lot of people out there just doing business as normal and they're not being affected by this at all, or it's having a minimal effect on their business. So take all these things with a pinch of salt. It may not be as bad as it actually sounds. I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't, but it's just something that you need to maybe have a little perspective. And you're also seeing that people are using, now going over to places like Clickbank because they think that Clickbank might be the saviour to their problems. And they're also using anyone that's using Warrior Plus more than, say, JVZoo. If they're a Warrior Plus user, they're opening accounts on a payment processor called Veem, and they're using that in conjunction with the Warrior Plus wallet to take their money out of Warrior Plus and put it into their bank accounts. But there have also been instances where people have been approved for Veem, and then 24 hours later, after approval, they're having their accounts closed. So is there an issue with the affiliate marketing model itself? If you listen to what JVZoo have been pushing back with regards to speaking to PayPal, they say no, that there's not an issue. PayPal are quite happy to work with affiliate marketers, so it's not really an issue with the marketplace itself. But the trouble is that you have this blame game. The platform are blaming the affiliates and the vendors, and the affiliates are blaming the platform. So one thing I will say, if you are an affiliate marketer and you are going to be promoting a product, make bloody sure that you get a review copy, at least get a review copy. And if you can't get one, buy it yourself. Buy it, go through it, and make sure that it does what it says on the tin, that it produces on its promises. If you're the sort of person that is just going to be going on to places like Muncheye and going on to Warrior Plus and JVZoo and picking a product of the day and promoting it for a quick commission, your list and your audience are not going to trust you, because if you keep pushing crap in front of them, they're just not going to be happy with you at all, and they're going to leave you. Now, if you find a product that you think is good and you get a copy of it, or you buy it yourself and you review it and it's an absolute piece of crap, then you can also tell your people about that too, because that will increase the know, like and trust factor, because you're saving them time and you're saving them money. Okay, so if you're an affiliate, do your due diligence and be helpful to your audience. Don't just think of making a quick buck, because it will come back to bite you on the backside in the future. Now, as a platform, JVZoo in particular need to take more responsibility for what's listed on their platform. And I'm not picking on JVZoo in particular. Well, I am, I suppose, but it's because of their size. They're the most popular affiliate platform out there. You've got JVZoo, Warrior Plus, Clickbank are the three big ones, but JVZoo in terms of size and popularity is the biggest, so they're going to get the most scrutiny. It's just one of those things. And I've seen messages on Facebook going between affiliates and JVZoo, and they're just blaming each other basically. But I think now they both agree that there is a need to take responsibility on both sides of the equation. And I think progress is being made. And I think JVZoo in the last few days have actually issued a statement to say that they're going to be clamping down a lot more on some of these offers that are being listed on their platform. So that's a good thing, because some stuff is so overhyped or just downright lies on their sales pages. And I don't know how they've got away with it for so long, to be honest. And there's even been instances where some vendors have actually literally copied the sales page of another product word for word and used that sales copy on their product. And it still gets listed and it's still been put up for sale. So that's not right. It's wrong, and it should never have happened in the first place. Okay, so the platform does need to practice due diligence and to remove non-compliant offers and unlist them as soon as they possibly can. And like I said, affiliates also need to take their own responsibility and do the same thing. Personally, I never buy software from platforms like JVZoo. They're generally rushed, they're poor quality, poorly supported, and they don't have any longevity. If you want to get a decent, video platform, let's say, then you're better off getting something like Content Samurai or Rocketium or Lumen 5 that's not on JVZoo, and it's been around for, especially Content Samurai, it's been around for a number of years now and it's well supported. So I'm not the sort of person that buys software on those platforms. Next thing, software itself is basically appealing to laziness, the laziness inside each and every one of us, and we all have that. If we can find a quick or easy way to do something, we're always going to tend to lean towards that instead of going down the hard road. The thing is, softwares are basically based on tactics, and these are constantly changing. So you actually need to learn the underlying strategy behind the tactics that these pieces of software are trying to exploit. Because if you don't, when one piece of software stops working, and that's if it actually did in the first place, then what you're going to do is you're going to go and try and find another one because you don't know the underlying strategy behind what you're trying to do in the first place. And this is why traffic and social media automation software is so popular. It's appealing to that laziness inside of us that we can do just a push button and it will do everything for us. But you do not need software to grow a following on Facebook or to rank a video on YouTube. Learn how to do it, and then you won't need software and you'll be saving yourself time and money. Okay, that's it for this video. Rant over. I just wanted people, especially newer folks, to understand that a piece of software will never replace you. So just learn the strategy behind it, and obviously more importantly, you need to start implementing the strategy once you've learned it. Okay, that's it for today. Wherever you're in the world, have a great day. Thanks. Bye.